This is the Marvel Multiverse core rulebook, and I'm going to be teaching you how to play a superheroes connection in the Marvel Multiverse RPG. Let's get started. How to play insert heroes names here, best friend. There are many non-powered characters in the Marvel Multiverse who get things done thanks to the connections that they've established with the world's many superheroes that they can leverage for clues, information, or resources. You can build a character like this in the Marvel Multiverse RPG thanks to the connections trait and the extra power picks option. The connections trait has the subtype superheroes that you can use to establish that your character has a connection to a particular superhero that they can call upon for clues, information, or resources by passing an ego check. The bigger the favor, the harder the ego check, so it's important to build such a character around having a high ego ability score and an edge on ego checks. The extra power picks option allows you to sacrifice powers available at your rank to instead select extra traits or increase ability scores. You can use this option to help boost your ego ability score, to select traits that help give you an edge on ego checks, and to pick the connections trait one or more additional times to establish different types of connections. Here are some of the best traits for this kind of character. Obviously, you're going to want the connections trait with the subtype superheroes. The following are 4 more traits that would likely be of interest to you. If you don't want any ability score increases at rank 1, you can pick these 4 traits as your extra power picks. First off, we got presence, a trait that you can find on page 62. And lo and behold, all of these traits that I'm about to list are available on page 62 of the core rulebook. Presence gives you an edge on ego checks that involve getting people to voluntarily do things for you. Can't get more straightforward than that in terms of what we're looking for. This will definitely give you an edge on asking your super friends for a favor. Public speaking is a trait that gives you an edge on ego checks that involve trying to persuade groups. So if your superhero connection isn't with an individual hero and is instead with a team like the Fantastic Four or the Avengers, then this will give you an edge on asking them for a favor. Interrogation. This trait gives you an edge on ego checks made when asking questions. This will give you an edge when asking your super friends for a favor because it helps you ask the question the right way. At least that's how the book phrases it. Quick learner will give you an edge on asking your super friends for a favor if you failed to do so last turn. This trait can help make a no into a yes and get you the assistance that you were denied the last time you asked, which is pretty nice. It's kind of like a do-over button. Here are some of the best occupations for this kind of character build. Adventurer, which is found on page 57, is an occupation that gives you the superhero connection for free, meaning that you can have an additional trait added to your repertoire. The entertainer occupation, which is on page 58, gives you the traits presence and public speaking, which, as we mentioned earlier, are 2 of some of the best traits for this kind of character build. And the leader occupation on page 58 gives you the presence trait, but it also gives you access to the resources of an entire city, region, state, or nation, and it allows you to rule over said city, region, state, or nation. So if you thought it was crazy having access to the resources of a superhero, imagine having access to the resources of a superhero and to an entire country. What are your thoughts? Definitely let me know in the comments below. Give me recommendations of what I should do for the next video, and I hope you have a fantastic day, yo. Check it out.